Hey everybody, how's it going? We're back once again, and we've just finished Agrabah now. You can see we've got it locked up tight. And we've got two new options available to us. That one's a tiny bit harder, but we're going to keep in order, and we're just going to go for this one next, which, well, we'll put on another adventure for us. Of course, though, hopefully, you know, with any luck, we won't have too many distractions along the way, you know, that'll be very nice. I feel like I should have taken the opportunity to have maybe upgraded some of my gummy ship stuff while I was on the break. Avoid the portal, get in. Ah, damn you asteroids. One thing to mention over the break, I kind of wish I maybe shown recording and stuff, but I'll just say, so after you completed the Aladdin world, you can actually still walk around it, like right after you've had your talk with Aladdin and all that, and I really realised, okay, they actually do have some NPCs. However, they've basically just taken models from the characters and just reskinned them, basically. So basically there's like one kid who's at a stall, and he's basically like a much darker skinned and dark haired Waka, and another one who's basically one of the Travers Town people. Basically taking the Travers Town people and basically basically just like darkened his skin down and give him hair. So yeah, it's weird in that regard, in that it basically almost feels like some sort of like alternate version of yourself. Or so yeah, I thought that was pretty funny myself. So there we go. I think you need some disco music going over this, or, you know, some trippy kind of Sgt. Pepper music as well. So yeah, hopefully it will go good. Phew. Come on, get us to the next bit soon. I feel like I should have probably taken the time to put the boosters on, which I'm probably guessing I've got some now. So, but thankfully though, like I said, we'll get to our location soon enough, and when we pop ourselves out of it, I will go ahead and add some more stuff to the ship so we can speed this along. Well, I'm kind of curious to know what, because even though I've never played the game before, I'm curious to know. What? What is that? There be whales here, Captain! Yeah, I'm kind of curious to know what people find more annoying, the gummy ships or the sailing in Wind Waker. I kind of understand the Wind Waker, you can go wherever and stuff like that, but it's also kind of very long and... I mean, I personally haven't played Wind Waker, so I can't speak first-hand experience. Oh, Jiminy! Oh, you're finally some help at last. I guess we could go to the side. Nope. Okay. It's weird that you say rather than having a islet, rather than having a world, let's just have Monstro for Pinocchio's stuff. We'll have a world for Pinocchio much later, though. Bit of clipping there. Is really think we can beat it by ourselves, Sora? No problem. Let's do it. I'm so innocent right now. I'm gonna kill you later. Again, surprised about how very little supervision they have going out here. It's weird to think, okay, this is the first time they've come on this island. If I'd be pretty freaked out if I saw just a wooden door in a cave. A window. Did you see a window? Yes, it's the first time I've seen a wooden window. When we grow up, let's get off this island. I love the way these conversations just segue into, you know, stuff so easily. You know, man, I'm really sad about my dead mother, you know. Anyway, you hear about that war going on at the moment?
Hey, Sora, are you okay?
Oh yeah, you know, just as any person would be waking up inside a giant whale. Love it, you have like neat, Dory and Marlin from Finding Nemo just there as well, just like trying. Dead is like, yeah, we probably should have talked to him.
Oh, heavy showers.
I'll burn you alive.
Oh, it's just Pinocchio.
Pinocchio?
Somehow I know who that is, even though I haven't seen anyone.
Come on, everybody, after him, quick!
Yeah, probably should have. You can actually meet Pinocchio early on by going to the shop in Twilight. Sorry, not Twilight Town, Traverse Town. I didn't just because I didn't need to right now. Or to be fair, I just kind of forgot really. I wanted to get this show on the road quickly.
What have you got there, Pinocchio?
With this,
Oh,
you can get out of here,
Pinocchio.
Father.
Really? With this big block, you think so?
So much better than the Alberto Panini.
How did you end up here, Pinocchio?
Oh my, so the whale swallowed all of you too? My goodness.
My goodness, that is funny, isn't it?
My name is Geppetto. I'm Pinocchio's father. When we got separated, I traveled all over looking for him. Thank goodness we're together again. So, you seem to know Pinocchio quite well. I hope he wasn't
Not
put
really.
off by
Like I said, I
accident.
kind of I skimmed out on meeting him the first time.
Well, we've all had quite a journey, right, Pinocchio?
Where's the cat? Remember there being a cat with them? We had to sacrifice it in order to appease the whale. I've warned him not to wander off here. He can be a naughty boy sometimes. Even so, he's a very precious to me. He's very... So I'll say one thing I kind of wanted to mention while in the Alice in Wonderland world, which I suppose can really be mentioned here, is how much I absolutely love some of the music tracks in this game, and I think one of the tracks like Monstro and in Wonderland, something about them feel very reminiscent of Mario, Super Mario RPG, which I'll admit I haven't played, like a lot of games on the SNES and NES. Sorry, and 64 as well.
Sora, I thought you liked games. Or are you too cool to play
But,
now that you have the Keyblade?
But yeah, I sort of I'm for those wondering, yes, I do know the fact that the same composer of same composer for Kingdom Hearts is the same one for Mario RPG,
Maybe.
which I sort of like. I just some would say, is that ripping off? I'd say not really. I'd say it's kind of taking the same artistic style and using it for something else. And let's be fair, you know, trying to get kind of that wonder that came with the game Mario RPG. Here is also good. We got good ghosts here. As much as this world is, you know, well, let's be honest, it's not. I don't think I can think of any people who honestly say that. Oh, I love the Monstro world so much. It's so, you know, I always dreamed of being inside the whale. You know, that being the only location. But I would say that of all the tracks, I do think that this is one of the best, though. Alrighty then. Alright. Let's try and catch up to them soon. I'm curious to know if I can maybe get to the end of this world in the allotted time. There we go. I think you just gotta press that first triangle just at the right time. And I use a friend. Here we go. You got the right keyblade to go with it. I don't know if it's the summons where I see the 60 FPS really shine through the most. This way on. Okay, I can't really use him. Kind of curious if they'll actually have Genie come back again for the third game, considering he's a summon in both the first and second games. Even if he just like, you know, he's sort of even if they don't have an Agrabah world, they'll have him having him show up again would be pretty neat, you know. And hey, who doesn't love Genie? Though I get a feeling that some people will be like, you know, oh, that just reminds me of what Robin Williams. I'll be like, alright, let's skidoosh-a-lado out of here. Let's go. Skipping ahead. I think I partly remember where to go. I'll take it down. Nope, dead end. Wait. What do you think? We'll go ahead and fight these guys just because. I reckon we'll be able to get done this whole world in 30 minutes. Because the bosses, the two bosses you fight aren't too hard. All right, enough already. Let's see if I've got enough soon to summon Genie again. I do have to wonder to them though, like how the designers, they wonder like how the hell do we design the inside of a whale? Like, I would say this, like if someone actually asked me, if I was on a design team and someone asked me, hey, okay, we need to make a level based around the innards of a whale, I'd be like, oh, okay, I guess I could look at some photos of what an inside of a whale looks like, and you know, like, but also trying to find their way to make it. There we go. Come on, let me get the chests now. There we go. What do we got? What do we got? Fund a G, fund a G. I feel like, so I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I may have missed out on a few of the pages for Winnie the Pooh and all that, which, you know, I'd certainly like to pick them up because, well, they're not essential to completing the story. You know, they're still fun little things to do, and it'll be a little fun thing to add. So I'll probably do that in these things. Again, trying my best to try and remember where some of them are. I know, because they're not as obvious as they are in the second game, that's for sure. Alright, go across.
Why do you still care about that boy? He has
Riku
all but
likes
deserted
Sora.
Keyblade and his new companions, after all.
I don't care about him.
I wish he was holding me the whole time, not the Keyblade.
Oh, really? Of course you were. Beware the darkness in your heart. The heartless prey upon it.
Mind your own business.
I don't have darkness. I ain't got no darkness in me.
Riku! What's the matter with you? What are you thinking? Don't you realize what you're doing?
This ain't
I
a
was
game,
about to ask you the
man.
same thing, Sora. You only seem interested in running around and showing off that Keyblade these days.
You know, you were just
Do you
swinging
even
that
want to
Keyblade
save
around.
Kairi?
I do.
You know. Do we have to? It's Pinocchio, though. Oh, back we go. Wrong way. Alright then. Let us see what's up with Pinocchio. And here we go. Another very obvious skin swap. Which, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't really care too much about this one, though. The fact they went from a very subtle pink that matched with the whole world to this very bright orange, just, you know. You gonna do anything useful, Riku? Yeah, I feel like I should probably put Arrow as a quick ability, considering the fact that I really don't use it. I really use it much more than I do any of the other spells, besides Cure, of course. Come on. Get up. Almost done. Just gotta get... I will say, while I don't have a problem with this world so much, I mean, it's here and gone, I did have a huge problem with it in the original Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, most because in the basically the way it works is that in or rather than in this game where, as you sort of see, hey, you got levels, you got levels as depending on the stars on them. In that game, it's basically just as, okay, whichever world you pick first will go, whichever world you pick will be harder first. Well, sorry, will be easier first, and then later ones will go with what kind of level you should be at that point. Because I ended up picking Monstro as the last of the first few worlds you get to pick from at the very beginning, that meant that the final boss bit at the end, where you've got to essentially fight a whole bunch of Heartless, very easy to kill Heartless, but still a lot of them, towards the end, meant that I really just could not end up getting that done. So in the end, I think I remember I ended up restarting the whole damn game and just picking Monstro as the first one because of it. But on the subject of Chain of Memories, as to some may ask, why wouldn't I? Is there any other reasons as to why I wouldn't have do a gameplay of it besides the fact that, you know, it's obviously repeating it? And I think also just the part that, while yes, there are some fun bits to it with the fact that, hey, we get the organization members, and the card combat is reasonably okay. I wouldn't say I've got really any huge problems with it. I just say that it is just my problem with it is just the fact that it's very slow, really, and yeah, there's really not really much reason. And when you've got Kingdom Hearts 2 literally waiting on the other side, it's, you know. Alright, come on. Seriously now. The fact that I've got to fight this thing again afterwards is going to be fun. Come on. Come on. Shut up! Almost there. There we go. Yeah, so I should think we'd be able to possibly fight the next boss. I mean, it's not, like I say, we just got a small cutscene, we just got to run after them, fight this again, and then we're all good to go. Yeah, we got cheer. Everyone down the hole. Yeah, we've got a Trinity right there. Probably strop on that before we head up.
Pinocchio! Please, give me back my son.
Sorry, old man. I have some unfinished
Sorry,
business
old
with this
man.
He's no puppet. Pinocchio is my little boy.
He is unusual.
I
Not many
birthed
puppets
him
have
from a
hearts.
lump of
Not
clay.
sure, but maybe he can help someone who's lost theirs.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about Kairi?
What do you care about her?
What do you care? You got your cool new friends. So here's another thing about when I first played this, when I first played the game. I pretty much abandoned this whole world after I got the high jump. Like, I was just like, okay, sucks to be you, Pinocchio. So we've got the high jump. I think it's a passive ability, isn't it? Oh, is it? Or... yeah, sorry, it's a passive ability for everyone, so not too bad. But we will put Air Combo Plus on. And whoop! There we go. Haha. A little extra jump there, making all those good little bits. So scan G. There's the Trinity over there. Okay, and we'll quickly do this and then we'll head up there. And afterwards, I'll tell you what, afterwards I will very likely go ahead and do a few things afterwards, maybe just actually I probably won't. I take all that back. Actually, what I'll probably do is I'll probably I don't know. I'm on the front line as to whether I'll do another part right after this, just because on the one hand I've got to set up all the equipment again, which is takes a bit of time to do. On the other hand, I don't know. On the other hand, I do kind of want to get some other things done. Like, I'll probably go ahead and maybe do the Phil Cup at the Colosseum and check out the Synergizer room. Oh, sorry, not Synergizer, Synthesis. Oop. So we've somehow gone up, and somehow we're in the bit where there's acid.
Hey, let Pinocchio go, Riku.
A puppet that's lost its heart to the heartless. Maybe it holds the key to helping Kairi. How about it, Sora? Let's join forces to save her.
It is weird about how they dive into the whole mythos of some of these stories and say, okay, here's how you'll have your heart.
Over a puppet that
You know,
has no
how
heart.
they connects to it and stuff like, oh, these toys, they've got no heart, or...
At least he still has a conscience.
Conscience?
You might not hear it, but right now it's loud and clear. And it's telling me you're on the wrong side.
But yeah, I basically skipped this whole world until I want to say Hollow Bastion, because I think you have to complete that world before you can continue on, which is certainly weird considering the fact that, you know, obviously you meet Riku in Neverland, so it kind of doesn't really fit in with the story, to say the least. It also meant that I basically activated the Hercules Cup before I got the Pegasus Cup started. Yeah, right, let's get this one done again. Yeah. Yeah, I expect we'll get this done in a lot of time. As long as my friends know to heal me right. I'm gonna heal myself. Just 'cause. Of course, Donald heals himself. I want to say I can... should be able to set my team members to go ahead and actually focus most of the time on healing me. Come on. Yeah, out the acid. Come on. Remember, I need to keep the controller away from the mic. Force of habit, sadly. I was kind of thinking, like, is there a way to make the button pressing a bit quieter? There is probably is one way. It's called put the mic further away from the damn controller. That's one way of doing it. I would do a bit more fiddling with the audio settings just to make sure that, you know, certain things are picked up more than certain other things, but I'm a bit on a tight schedule at the moment, to say the least, so Hard to kind of figure that out at this time. Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, it's not too much tactics in terms of some of these boss fights. Some of them, to say the least. I think because some of them are just kind of in a simple phase kind of thing, which is like, alright, we've got some health blobs around here. Come on, let us get inside your belly. Get in my belly! It would be funny if that acid that Donald's just staying in was actually corroding him. Alright, need to remember that even though I haven't got the sound that very high, I still need to listen out for when that's beeping. Come on. Thankfully I've got plenty of MP, so not too much of a problem. Damn it. Yeah, we got that air combo plus helping us out. Come on, I think we're on the last bar of health. Coming up to it. Come on. There we go. Goofy's got an ability. I don't know why we got that, considering we didn't really defeat an enemy. There we go. Last bit. Damn it. I'm sort of like, I'm interested to see how things all will work with the fact that, from the looks of things, we'll now be able to have up to 4 members of not just have 2 extra party members with you, but now can have up to 5 members, which is interesting in it. You know, the fact that okay, we're now getting tons of bugger me, really? Oh, that was stupid. All right, I'm not gonna bore you all with going through it again. So here's the deal: I'll end up completing it while we're done. And nothing really much happens after that. We just pop ourselves out of the stomach and then we save the world, basically. So I'll tune you all back into afterwards, and we'll have even more adventures, and who knows, we may run into Pinocchio and Geppetto later on. So either way though, thanks again everyone, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow for hopefully for another episode, and yeah, hope you all have a good day.